Warning: the following podcast contains violent scenes that may be unsettling to some listeners. Listener discretion is advised. Hello, and welcome to Changing the Lost Vanity. Vanity is a first edition Chronicles of Darkness game set in southern Florida during the year 1993. Follow Katrina, played by Tillman, Raymond, played by Chris, Isabel, played by Andrew, Frank, played by Slavic, and Adam as the storyteller, as they uncover the mysteries of the true Fae and forge new paths for themselves in a world of beauty and madness. Follow us on Twitter at twin_cities_VTM for channel updates, and we hope you enjoy this episode.
Before we get back to Katrina and Raymond right now, Charlie is just sitting on the couch looking up at Frank and Isabel, just like still in this state of total confusion, trying to get his bearings again. And he looks at you, Isabel, and he's just like, "What the fuck did you just do? Frank, what are you doing here? What the fuck is going on right now?"
Just calm down. It's all okay.
And he has his hand on his chest as he's like, he looks like he just had he has had the shit scared out of him. And he's just trying to catch his breath, and he's like, for a second, that just state of weakness he was in from the sickness he was feeling is just kind of gone, from the sense of just sheer adrenaline that he experienced. Isabel, you're a little bit confused because you've never had a dream go this way before. You've had your fair share of things that weren't successful, things that went all right, things that were pretty good successes, but you've never seen something start off at a point where it seemed like it was going to be successful. All the conditions were right, and you even had that help from Raymond that was supposed to put him in a sleep that was unbreakable. Things should have gone pretty smoothly with this, and the way that it turned is just really surprising.
Isabel's gonna sit down on the couch next to him. She takes a moment. She puts her hand maybe on his leg and looks at him and says, "What are you lying about?"
The fuck are you talking about? He's wiping the sweat off his head.
You're lying about something. What is it?
I'm not lying about shit.
I saw your dreams, and I saw it. What are you lying about? Can I use a subterfuge or something like that, or persuasion even, to try and coax what I think he's lying about out of him?
Yeah, go ahead. Let's do manipulation and subterfuge to try to get him to reveal
Okay.
if he's hiding anything. Is that a roll against something of his?
Do I get striking looks on this, or no? I don't feel like I would.
I don't want to say. I want to say no for this one, just because at the moment he's kind of intimidated by you, kind of probing this way.
What about misdirection for subterfuge specialty? That's not applicable, is it?
I don't think so, because I think you're. Okay. I think you're very clearly trying. I think you're actually trying to
straight up.
Yeah. Okay. So you see this. He looks at you right in the eyes, and you just see this fear in his eyes, and you can tell that something that you're saying is hitting a nerve with him, and he just looks at you sternly, and he's just like, "I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I've told you guys everything that I know. I'm not fucking hiding anything." And you see him, and he has this aggressive tone, like he wants to almost physically push you away, but he's
restrained.
He's restrained. Yeah. I'm pretty sure Frank probably has a hand on him at this point, keeping him from rising up off the couch.
Definitely, just confused currently in what's currently happening.
Isabel will kind of sigh and say to him, "Look, I was in your dreams, and it didn't work right. Something happened, and whether you know it or not, what you're telling me isn't true."
Listen, okay? I tried to show you. It's not my fault it didn't work. I've told you guys everything that I know. That memory is not there. That's the reason why you couldn't see it. I'm not fucking lying to you. I told you I don't remember. I just woke up at home, all right? This dream idea, who fucking came up with this anyways? Why do you guys think you can just go inside my head and just poke around and get mad at me when you don't get the answers that you want?
She'll just say, Manny.
Okay. I mean, I want to help you guys, and literally, I'll do anything to give you guys what you want. You have to believe me, though. I'm not fucking lying to you. And you can see this like fear. It's like actual fear in his eyes, and you just see this sweat just kind of trickle down his forehead, and his voice kind of cracks a little bit, like like he's really scared by the way that you're probing him right now for answers. And something is kind of indicating to you that like there is something he's just like not saying or something like that.
One of the things I was going to say is that Isabel's virtue is justice, and she has this firm belief in just sorting out right from wrong and making sure that no one's wrongfully accused or anything like that. And so while she may not believe his story at this moment, she doesn't disbelieve that he's telling his perspective, even if she doesn't believe the exact, like, okay, something's missing here. I'll give you that kind of attitude. But she doesn't believe him at all,
Right.
So she's not trying to provoke him at this point, but she doesn't believe his story either.
And that's the thing. You're getting the sense that this isn't even something that he genuinely believes. You're getting the sense that deep down he believes something else, and that's something that he's like trying to cover up a little bit.
Yeah. Okay. So she's not going to push it any further from this, but when she relays her side of things to other people, she's not going to paint this in a way that is favorable to him. That's for sure. Because he's hiding something, whether he is trying to actively or not, he is being duplicitous. So at this point, she just kind of sighs and just says, okay, and gets up and like looks at Frank.
And
He's not going anywhere, Frank. You can let him go, right?
oh, I'm not going anywhere. Why do you say okay like that? What did you see that you're not being upfront about? Why don't you just tell me straight up what you saw and why you're coming at me like this right now?
She'll kind of do that, like she's chewing on her lip, shrug, and walk away.
I'll
Fuck!
bring you up.
And he's just so pissed off, He's just to be like accused and to just like wake up from this weird. I don't even think he really knew that, like, I don't think he knew like what the full scope of the plan was. He kind of just like woke up in this weird situation with like a bunch of people around him. It's like waking up after a nightmare in like a strange place, and and now he's like feels like he's being questioned, and he's just already like extremely agitated. So
what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk away from them there and off to myself, maybe out front, on the porch where we were, maybe on the side where we were before by the grill or something, and just making sure I'm alone, just kind of send like using her cell phone, her big blocky like cell phone that she's got from like the 90s that are like this fucking big, not the 80s ones that are enormous, giant antennas, but cell phone. She'll kind of send a message to Manny. I'm sure he has a pager, right?
yes,
Yeah,
he's got
definitely.
a beeper.
Like, call me, get, that kind of thing.
So you send that off, and as you go outside, you kind of see Raymond on his knees in front of the ocean, and you see Katrina standing behind him. Frank, you're still inside the house right now. At this point, you're not like restraining Charlie as much as you're kind of just sort of like standing over him with like a hand on his shoulder, trying to tell him just like calm down.
Do you want some water, Charlie? I can bring you a blanket if you want.
And you see like his extreme anger, but he just kind of like shrugs it off, and he's just like, yes, thank you, Frank. Thank you, buddy. And he goes and touches your hand that's on his shoulder as like, just like a gesture.
Yeah. So yeah, I'll go look for a blanket and some water and bring it to him.
And Charlie looks at you, and he's just like, yeah, You're not part of this shit too, right? You don't believe I'm trying to hide something from you guys. Look, I'm trying to help you guys get to the bottom of this. You got to believe me, man.
Of course, I believe you. I'm sure you wouldn't want anything bad to happen to.
I don't want anything bad to happen to anybody. Nobody, not any of us, not nobody. I just want the best out of this situation, you guys. You have to believe me.
I believe you.
Okay, so you guys are kind of just like, things go silent after that for a second, and you're kind of just like, you pass him the water and a blanket, which he puts around his shoulders, and you're kind of just like sitting next to him. All right, so cut back to Isabel. You've just paged Emmanuel, and you can see Raymond and Katrina both outside near the water. So let's cut back to Katrina. You had just tried vainglory on Raymond, and it didn't take, which is fine. So now you guys are both just like at the water, Raymond on his knees and you standing behind him. What's going on right now in your head?
In my head, I immediately lose my composure when I realize that it doesn't work. I'm trying to hide it.
Raymond, can you give me a wits and composure plus weird?
0 successes. Oh, man.
Okay, so you're like none the wiser that Katrina just tried to like do like a contract on you. It doesn't hit you that's what just happened. As far as you're concerned, she just spoke something to you, something that you didn't really take heed to, but that's the long and short of it, you know.
I can't. I don't know if I can do this anymore. I don't know. I can't fucking. What the fuck did I just? I don't have any more in me, man. I just like kind of like take my hands out of the sand and like just kind of put them on my forehead. I don't have it. I don't have what I know. And I just kind of like start like my back starts heaving a little bit. You know what I mean? As I like kind of like put my head down into my hands a little bit. You know?
Ah, shit, man. You had to let it come this far, right?
It's so intense. It's so I can't. I. Why am I the only one doing this? Why am I the only one who gives a shit?
You're taking it in the most tense way possible.
Look,
look, you know I take it seriously. You know that Isabel takes it very seriously. And I believe Frank takes it very seriously. But you're taking it a step too far.
I just kind of like turn my head to look behind me at her. You know what I mean? I just feel so much pressure. I can't carry this weight. I feel like it's just not going to stop. When I saw there's no answers. There's nothing. It's out there. We don't know anything about it. And it's still out there. And the one hope that we had to tell us something didn't give us any answers now. And what do we do now? Right? What do we do now? I kind of like stand up.
This is going to sound really, really hard. And I hate to say it. We're doing this exact same thing we've been doing for the past years. When we were always outnumbered, never sure when the Fae come to take someone or us again, where we always never knew what they would look like, where they would hide, where they would come from, where they would appear.
What do you think it means that she didn't see anything in there? Because all I saw was him looking at himself. I saw that's his biggest fear, not the thing that he saw. I just saw him looking at a reflection of himself, and that's what he fears most.
I'm not sure.
Something needs to change. Something needs to change, Katrina. Norma's not doing enough, and the people have led us down this path aren't doing enough. We're dying from within. We have a cancer that's consuming us. And you see as he's like talking, as he's getting like, you know what I mean, thinking about it more, he's like standing up, you know what I'm saying? And he's kind of like, it's almost like he's giving himself more of a, you know what I mean, like a pep talk to himself. I suppose I should go back in there, right?
Yeah, we should go back in there.
Do we agree though something needs to change?
Absolutely. But
I like nod my head like super happy to hear that like someone is like, you know what I mean, like at least someone, you're like a right now Katrina is like a life preserver in that ocean, you know what I mean, and like he feels like he's just swimming all and he doesn't know where he's fucking going and he's drowning, and like someone being like, I kind of see what you're saying, is just enough to make him be like, feel like, you know what I mean? He's not drowning as much as he just felt, with the pressure pushing him down. So let's go. Let's find out. Let's find out what the fuck is going on here. We need to figure something out. Thank you. And I stop for a second and I turn and look at her and I like put my hand on her shoulder. I'm like, I sincerely mean this, Katrina. Thank you.
There's one more thing. You need to look after yourself. This young boy, he needs you, and the Freehold needs you. Of course it does, but
I'm not important. I'm not. My well-being isn't important right now. We could talk about that later. I just kind of turn around and walk off back towards the house.
I follow.
I'm going to go straight for, see if I can see Isabel, because obviously I'm sure Isabel's going to have some feelings that she wishes to share if her past behavior is any indication. Hopefully it's not directed at me.
Wow,
So
the
Isabel-
shade.
No. That's the fear. That's the fear, not the shade. If you remember Autumn Court right now and I was immortal, you'd be just getting all that shit from me right now, man. So go ahead though.
So Isabel, you didn't catch any of the conversation. You just saw that they were both talking and now turning around to come back.
I wasn't trying to listen in either way. I would have, like I said, sent that off to his pager to try and get him to call me back. Like call me ASAP, and just like waiting for that. He has her cell, and just kind of like pacing a bit on the porch.
Isabel. I just kind of walk up to her. I take it. Are you on my porch right now? You said.
Yeah.
All right. I just kind of like
She's
walk up.
kind of pacing back and forth.
I walk up the steps of the porch, and I'm just kind of like. So I heard you correctly, and they say that you didn't see anything that we were hoping to see.
I didn't see what we wanted to see. I saw something else.
What was it that you saw?
I saw him kill his fetch. That's what I saw.
You didn't see anything about the Fae taking the kid? Nothing like that?
It started, and then like it changed to him killing his fetch. And I've never had that happen before, and now I feel like he's lying to me. When I was talking to him, he's clearly hiding something. It's just...
I saw, when I looked at his worst fear, when I went into his very fucking essence of his soul, I saw the thing that fears him the most is his own reflection.
Yeah, well, I saw him kill his fetch. That's what I saw. And he won't tell me anything, and he's lying to me. I can feel it. He is lying about something. I don't know what it is. I don't know what he's lying about, but there's something that he just won't say. And I just...
You see Raymond's face is turning red, by the way. While you say the sentence, let's keep going. I didn't mean to interrupt. I just want to say, like, while you're saying it more and more, you just see like the, you know what I mean? Like it's starting to flicker a little bit as you like, as you're saying your sentence, because he feels pretty fucking empathetic to you right now, because he feels that you exposed yourself, you know what I mean, to like find this, you know what I mean? You went way out of your fucking comfort zone to do this, you know what I mean? But go ahead. I didn't mean to stop. Sorry.
No, it's fine. She was saying that, I just feel like he's not telling the truth about something. I don't know what it is. There's something about his story that's not adding up, and he won't tell us. So
he just, as you're sitting there pondering, you just see him turn around and beeline for his front door, his screen door.
Wait. Do you wait?
You see him stop. Yeah, he stopped for a second, like he's sitting there, and you see like, the back of his neck and head is like bright red right now.
Look, you're a hothead. Relax. You don't need to blow up on him like you do on me. I can handle it. He can't.
Yeah, I'll pull my hand away for a second, and I like stand up straight, and then slowly I put my hand out to the door handle and open it.
There's more to this than what we think. I don't know what it is, but he doesn't want to tell us, and forcing it out of him isn't going to happen. We need to find another way. Because he swears up and down he can't remember. And I believe him on that. He can't remember, but I don't know why.
Him and I are going to have a talk.
There's more to this. Okay? You need to wait. I'm waiting for Manny to call me back, and I'm going to tell him everything. And we're going to see what Manny says.
You do that.
So you just hold off. Okay?
He's a member of my court. His well-being is in my hands. I have a pledge with him. I have a duty and an obligation to make sure that he's okay. And if whatever it is that he's hiding is preventing that from happening, I need to get to the bottom of it. I will not lose my cool. I may not find anything out.
Yeah, you need to control yourself.
But I am going to talk to him. And I turn around, I open the door, and I step into my living room. Is he in the living room still?
You kind of leave Isabel in this like perplexed state of like, oh my god, this guy. Just as she's waiting for this phone call, just
The odd couple. Yeah.
exasperated.
Is Charlie in there in the living room still?
Yeah, so he's sitting on the couch, and Frank is sitting next to him, and he's kind of like with a blanket over his shoulders, kind of staring into a cup of water.
Katrina, you want to join me? I say through the screen door.
Oh, okay.
Frank, could you leave us two with him, please? We have it under control.
Okay.
Charlie.
You okay, Charlie?
And he just looks up at you, Raymond, and he's looking at you, Raymond, but he's talking to Frank, and he's just like, "Yeah, I'm fine." And he's just like looking at you in the eyes, Raymond. He kind of like feels awkward, and like you're getting this like sense of awkwardness from him because now he's like inwardly like he's out of character as well. Like he's starting to feel like he might have just like fucked you over by like entering this pledge with you, and it wasn't really like. And he just says like, "I'm sorry. I'm being straight with you. You have to believe me. I'm being 100% straight with you, and I'm not trying to."
Charlie, you need to listen to me right now. Someone is right now outside waiting for a call from Manny. He's about to be involved. You looking at me? You hear me? He's about to be involved. Right now, you have one opportunity to keep this within our court. And I'm going to tell you something. Things are going to change in our court. Do you understand? The days of Norma turning her head away from things and ignoring them are over. Do you hear me, boy?
What does this have to do with Norma at all? What do you mean turning her head? They all do this. Turn their head.
Yeah. Well, guess what? A light's going to be shined on it. A bright-ass light is soon going to be shined on that shit. And what I'm telling you right now, Charlie, this is your last opportunity before this shit gets out of our hands.
What do you mean out of our hands? What is pulling Emmanuel into this gonna do? What do you guys think? What do you guys think really happened, huh?
What are you hiding? Boy, you sitting here fucking getting smart?
I don't know. I don't know what happened. I told you
You sure
I tried to show her. I tried to show her and it didn't work.
Why are you afraid of yourself, boy? Why are you looking at yourself in the mirror as the worst thing that you fear, other than that thing that you saw, that you told me about?
And his face just turns white and he's just like, "Excuse me, what?"
Yes, I saw your shit. I saw what scares you. I saw what keeps you up at night. Mind you, the redneck's coming out and Raymond a little bit now, you know? I'm telling you right now, once they get their teeth in this shit, they sink their teeth in it, I can't help you anymore.
He's just pale as a ghost when you asked him why
No,
is he so afraid of himself.
Trust
He just
me.
wasn't expecting you to say that. And I don't think that he was like when you had used that contract on him, he was still in a state of disarray, and I don't really think he sensed that you looked right through him in the way that you did and were able to extract that. And all the panic and commotion, he didn't he doesn't know why you know this about him, you know?
So now I'm giving you one opportunity to tell me we can fix this, and I can help you.
What if we couldn't fix this?
You don't know that. We need to know. Enough of the hypotheticals. We need to know right now before her phone rings.
I don't want to be right.
There's a lot of things in this world, son, that aren't right. But light needs to be shined on them still, and we need to know about it. We're here for you, but you need to tell us. I'm telling you, it is eminent that you tell us right now.
He starts tearing up, his eyes welling up with tears, and you see them start to trickle down his face and fall onto his lap. And he's like, I have this inkling, I have this feeling that it's almost more than a feeling. It's something that I'm afraid of myself, Raymond. What if I'm the monster? What if I've been doing these terrible things and I just can't even keep it to I just can't even admit it to myself? Why can't I see the creature again? Why don't I see the monster? I look at myself and I see a monster. I see a monster in myself. I'm worried that the reason why I don't remember is that I might have had something to do with it. And I don't want to admit that because that's not me. That's not me, Raymond. You have to believe me. That's not me. I would never turn my back on our kind. Raymond, look at me. You have to believe me. I would never do that. But why do I feel like I might have? Why do I feel like I might have made a huge mistake and I'm only now realizing? I've been hiding for the past 2 weeks. I've been trying to sort of forget all this, doing the usual destructive things that I do, and something's not working this time. And I thought maybe getting clean, would fix this, but it's just making me face what might be the truth, and that's that, I don't remember, and maybe part of me does remember. Am I making any sense to you?
You telling me you're the one going around harming these kids?
No, I don't know. I don't know what is. I saw the creature, but I don't know if that's real. I just woke up at home. I mean, surely it's not all me. I mean, there's a few of them that have gone missing, right? I mean,
is this the only block of memories that you feel like you're missing? Is that night?
It's just the night. It's just the night, and I keep replaying it, and it's like a piece of it's just cut out.
Didn't I, out of character, didn't I make an occult roll like way back to see, like, to remember, like, if Fae have the ability to like wipe people's memories like this or something like that, or have I heard anything like that before? I think I did, didn't I?
I don't really remember off the top of my head. If we can say you did that. Do you remember how it did you succeed it? Because we can say that you know it as a possibility then.
Yeah, because I remember it being a possibility. Like, the answer was vague, though. You know what I mean? Like, I guess I'm trying to think of more of like, Fae could do a lot of shit. You know?
Yeah,
what I mean?
They can do a lot of shit, and you know that they can fuck with people's heads too. You know that they can fuck with dreams, fuck with memories. You know that they're pretty much like almost like gods in a way, that they kind of have this control over people and control over the people that they've changed as well.
So is that what you're hiding from me? Is that what you've been hiding? You think that you are making this up? You think that you might be responsible for this, or what is this secret that you're hiding? Is that you think that you might just be responsible for that one? Is that what you're telling me?
Maybe. Why do I not remember? Why do I hate myself so much?
Because they fuck with us. They fuck with us, Charlie. The good thing is, though, that you don't remember anything about these other potential victims, do you?
No, I don't even know about them. But what if I'm the enemy?
Charlie, you're not the fucking enemy, man.
Well, I very well might be. We'll see what Emmanuel decides,
I'm gonna fight for you. I'm tired of the fact that we've been turning our backs to this fucking disgusting shit in our city. I know about the people dealing the poison in the town who probably gave this shit to you, but I also saw you at a moment of weakness, as if you were under control of something else. Something was taking control of you in there. And that's what worries me right now, Charlie.
I just feel like I'm a problem for everybody that I come into contact with, and even if I didn't do this, we'd all just be better off if I moved on or something. I think maybe when this clears up, after our pledge is done, I'm going, and I'm not coming back to this place.
Charlie, no, I'm not giving up on you. And I'm not going to let anyone come in here and pass judgment on you. Well, I would say this. If asked, tell them that you don't remember. Do you understand? Tell them that you think your memories have been messed with. Tell them the truth. And I'll speak on behalf that I saw it firsthand myself. But the good thing is, like you said, you don't have any loss of memory around the time that these potential other victims we feel were taken. But you have to be forthright with us. Do you understand? You have to be willing. People are going to want to ask questions.
You see him, and he's like thinking about it, and he's like, but what if it's me, though, Raymond?
It's not you.
But what if it's me, Raymond? And he's kind of just yelling at you.
What if it's all of us? What if we're all being manipulated? What if we're all being used? What if we are fucking all being controlled and we don't know about it? Don't you want to take that control back? You don't think people can change? We've all changed. We've all went to victims to what we are now. Are you a prisoner still? Like you were with the other crow people? Or are you Charlie right now sitting in front of me?
And he's staring off into space.
You have to understand, Charlie, right at this moment, like we talked about before we made our pledge, that you are a key right now that is going to unlock this stuff. I am not going to let anyone do anything to you or take advantage of you. Do you understand? You're a part of the Autumn Court. Be honest. Be upfront. She out there thinks you're hiding something. And if it's as simple as the fact that you wonder if you're the perpetrator of this stuff because you can't remember, tell her that.
Simple? How would that be a simple explanation?
That's what you feel like you're hiding. That's what I'm saying. She thinks
Raymond, I've sunk so low in these past years. Even I don't even know what's real when my memories.
What do you mean sunk so low?
So
out of drugs?
Out of character.
Sorry.
he's got low clarity. He's got like pretty low clarity. I want to say he's at like a 4 right now. And this is like it's almost like he dropped a point like since you brought him home or something like that. This change is like such a 180 from like the way that you guys were talking last night. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah,
like
yeah.
Before you brought him home and before, he started getting sick and stuff like that. And then it's like ever since like, he woke up from this dream, this state that he's in is just like it's like he just sunk to like this new level of just like total confusion, total self-doubt, like self-blame.
Yeah,
just
yeah.
like really, really like wondering. It's kind of like, I don't know, it's almost like a depression or something where he's just like, I'm the one responsible for this whole fucking thing. I know it. Like, that's why I'm here. That's why there's these 4 people around me who I'm sure don't even give a shit about me.
Yeah, I got a total idea about this.
Yeah. So basically, like, it's hard to really gauge like what he thinks. He's just so worked up, so upset, and he's like talking about something that he probably never even considered until today,
I think I have an idea how to crack through it. Just let me try one thing and we'll see. You told me the other night that you're plagued by the memories of killing your fetch, right?
Yeah, killing Melissa's fetch too. What of it?
They're fetches. You don't think people can change, right? You don't think they can? I killed my own wife, and I killed her lover.
What are you talking about?
Before I was taken, I caught my wife having an affair.
And just out of character, really quick, are you saying this in front of everybody?
Well, those 2 are outside. It's just the Autumn Court members are in the room right now.
Okay, so Katrina's inside. Katrina and Charlie are inside, and and so Frank left, right? Like you walked outside
Frank and
at least.
Isabel are outside. Yeah, I asked Frank this because I was trying to keep this in Autumn, bro. Yeah, I walked in on my wife sleeping with another man. She didn't deserve what I did to her. I was a fit of passion and rage, and next thing I knew, I found myself. I had just shot both of them, and that one act spiraled into where I am now.
I leave.
Do you really? Oh, man.
Yeah, I leave the room.
Like how so? Like you just turn around and just walk out, or
fuck! I didn't want her to leave. I was trying to build. All right. Fuck. One step forward, 2 steps back.
It won't drive all the women away.
Well, I'm trying to make it a redemption story, but I'm not told. Oh God! All right, so I'm not a creep. Charlie, it was a fit of it was my anger overcame and took me, and it's really hard to piece together the memories of what had happened. But all I know is while I was trying to hide what I had done is when I was taken. But because of my actions, I don't know where my daughter's at. I told you that before, and I was taken. And I used to look at what happened to me when I was taken as a punishment, like I was being imprisoned and I was going through everything that I went through because of the crime that I committed. And when I came back here, I didn't think I could change, especially there was some things I did when I first came back, and I thought I was going to go down the same path. But then for like the last 10 years, I started to reinvent myself, try to. And I am telling you right now, Charlie, that it can happen, especially with us supporting you. You cannot give up on yourself. I know things are confusing right now, but we are all trying to find answers. And I feel in my heart that you are not the one that is causing this. Do you understand?
He's crying and his hands are shaking, and he just says, "But Raymond, what if I did what I I'm starting to think I might have done.
And what is it that you thought you done? We've already said this. We thought you don't think you did the other victims, right? And you think you're the one who took the kid and caused harm to the kid? Is that what you're telling me?
Maybe, I don't know.
But you have nothing to support that.
Why would I feel like this?
Because the thing
Why would I
wants you to feel
even
like
play
that.
with this idea?
Because it's putting that idea in your head.
What is? Who is?
The thing that really took the kids. The thing that in your gut you feel that you saw.
Listen, Raymond, I appreciate everything you're trying to do for me, and I appreciate you revealing that to me. And I don't judge you for it. Hey, we've all done our punishment in this life. Any one of us, you know. Any you know, it's enough punishment for anything we could have done out there in our normal lives. But I just never wanted to cause any more pain on anybody else. You know what I mean? And I admit that I was going around scaring people for my own gain, but it just doesn't seem the same to me, Raymond. It just doesn't seem like something I would do, but yet I feel responsible. I feel it internally. I feel it in my gut almost that I have something to do with this, and I don't want it to be true, but
Do you think you're serving one of them? Is that what you're telling me?
he's just silent, and he just gives you like this shrug of just like,
Staying here. Everything I said still stands. I open the front porch. I walk our front door and I walk out to the porch. I kind of just like look around at everyone.
Have I got my call yet?
not yet. Katrina, where did you go off to?
I walked back to the other two. Just mumbled like, I think I've made a terrible mistake. And like, just walked in circles for a bit.
What's the mistake you thought you made?
So Katrina doesn't know where to put the information that you just unveiled. And she has a feeling like she shouldn't have banded together with you now. Shouldn't have looked out for you 5 minutes ago.
Come on.
I understand, but out of character. But he was trying to be like give a redemption story, but I get it. He wasn't like I killed that bitch, No, it wasn't like that. He was
Yes,
trying
of course.
Yeah.
So, like, what's going on in your mind right now, Frank? What do you make of this whole like scenario?
Well, Frank is probably sipping his beer. It's probably warm by now.
Isabel, you had said that like you had told the others that you contacted Manny, right? So does Frank know that you contacted Manny, or was he still inside when that was kind of discussed?
I told Raymond.
Okay, so Frank doesn't know that you're.
So
Frank...
if they come out and see me pacing with holding my phone, like waiting.
Okay, so are you okay, Isabel?
She'll kind of like stop and give Frank a smile. I'm like, yeah, I'm just waiting on Manny to call me back. I sent him a page.
Frank is probably sitting on the stairs, so just pat on the stairs. Come here, sit next to me.
Okay, all right. And she'll just kind of sit down. Like she doesn't want to, but he's trying to like he's clearly giving an effort at like being relaxing and everything. And considering the previous interaction where we're all just kind of relaxing and chilling and hanging out, she's like, okay, I'll go with it. He senses tension. She understands that. Sitting down.
Yeah. What do you want to tell Manny?
I have to tell him what I saw. I have to tell him what's going on in that kid's head.
Then tell me, I guess.
It's not right. He's lying about something.
What? Do you know?
Something about his story just doesn't add up. And every time, like when I tried to push the dream into the position of like showing me what happened, it just changed to him killing his fetch. He killed it. He beat it to death with a wrench.
Mm-hmm.
This is a dude from the 15th
century, okay? So,
She looks at you kind of horrified when you just shrug at that.
Well, my brother died in a war. Heard he got stabbed by a sword.
This was just, I don't know, something about this is so different, and he's lying.
What did
I
you
know he's
see
lying.
in his dream? Did you only see him killing the fetch?
Yeah, and something about like his story, it just doesn't add up. He's not being truthful, and I don't believe him when he tells us that this is all he knows. I don't believe it. I don't believe it at all. There's something more, and either if he can't say it or if he can't remember it, that's one thing, but there's more to it. And it's not my place to say what it is because I have no idea and I don't know how to figure that out. So I'm telling Manny.
That's probably a good idea. You know, he'd probably pick up faster if I called.
No, I sent him a page. He'll call when he can.
Oh, yeah, right. Page, whatever.
Out of character, he probably would. No offense.
Probably, but you know.
When I step out on the porch and I like see everyone lounging there, I'm just gonna kind of like look at everyone and kind of be like, I think he's being controlled. I think he may be. I think, holy shit, I think one may be controlling him.
Should we bring him to the Freehold?
On him saying this, Isabel is going to kind of stand up suddenly and walk straight into the house.
Isabel.
And she's going to look around. She's going to look around, right? Because this is the first time that he's been left alone since he's been confronted. You just left him alone by himself. So she is instantly worried he just took off.
Frank left him alone too for a little bit when he went and got a blanket and some water, just so you're saying. So
right, but not since he's been confronted.
Oh, yeah, gotcha. Well, okay, gotcha. Yeah.
So, like, the moment she sees you standing there and you're like, I think he's like, da-da-da-da, she's like,
I think he may be
wait,
controlled.
we're all out here. Holy shit. And she stands up and just goes straight into your house looking for him frantically, like hoping he didn't, like, just bolt.
So, you go inside and he's there. He's sitting with his head.
Okay. Christ is averted.
The smoke comes out.
I mean, like he's sitting like he's got like ants in his pants right now. His leg is tapping out of control, and he's sobbing. But he hasn't gone anywhere, and maybe just for the fact that he made an oath with Raymond, and he doesn't want to fuck Raymond over by giving him a slight curse for taking off on him. But I mean, it's you guys don't know that, but it's like he's there. Who knows? Okay. Maybe he's thinking about it, but for right now. He's still sitting down. He looks up at you, kind of startled.
She comes charging in. She sees him there and just kind of gives a sigh.
Shit, she's back. Holy fuck! What's she gonna ask me this time? But he's beside himself at this point. He's past the point of like aggression or like being like worked up in that way, and he's kind of just like totally depressed and just feeling this like absolute guilt. Like now he's convinced himself that he has something to do with this.
So, did anyone come following after Isabel? She went charging in there?
I would say I walked in there behind, but I know with her temper that she's probably going to be more verbal than physical, so I'm not like, oh my god, stop. I just know that like I don't want to get in the eye of the storm, especially with Frank. You know what I mean?
Well, what you would see then is Isabel kind of stand there like breathing a sigh of relief. She'd look at you and say, don't leave him alone again. And then just kind of like go back out into the front.
Hello, folks. Have you ever wished you could have an easy way to find gameplay videos and podcasts, or just media in general that deals with your favorite White Wolf role-playing games? Or have you ever wished you could find a forum to share gameplay that you have recorded, one which wouldn't be drowned out by random posts and discussion, so that your media could get the attention you want? Well, we have the answer for you in a Facebook group we run called White Wolf RPGs Gameplay and Media. The group is specifically ran with the sole intent of it being a one-stop shop for people to view or share media involving the games we all love. We take thorough steps to ensure the page does not become cluttered and is easy to traverse. We are currently over 1,000 members strong, and we are continuing to rapidly grow with new media being shared every day. Stop on by. We hope to see you there. High Level Games, the industry's first choice in taking your games to the next level. We are a podcast blog and new media network at highlevelgames.ca. We have blog posts about all of your favorite games going up 5 days a week, and a podcasting network with actual plays and shows that discuss role-playing games, with more rolling out all the time. We are on iTunes, Twitch, and YouTube. Find out more information at highlevelgames.ca, a site that certainly isn't controlled by a shadowy board of directors of otherworldly origin. That's highlevelgames.ca.
Please, help. They're coming.
So what do we do now? I kind of say, as I like talking through the door, holding the screen door open.
We wait for Manny. That's what we do.
The Los Angeles metropolitan area is constantly growing and changing. The Central District is full of new buildings. The Hollywood and Wilshire districts, once far from downtown, now are part of it which spreads past Beverly Hills and out to the ocean. But why is all this going on in Los Angeles? Why is Los Angeles an exploding city?
Neon Masquerade.
The Demon's Mirror.
13 Candles.
3 chronicles running through the undead veins of the City of Angels.
The Esoteric Order of Roleplayers Actual Play podcast invites you to drink deeply.
Go to eorpodcast.com and search the Duets tag to find out more.